Did you know that simply deleting files or formatting your hard drive doesn't actually erase your data? Hackers and thieves can still recover sensitive information from destroyed devices. But what if you could ensure your data is gone for good? In this video, we'll show you the most effective methods for data destruction, from shredding and degaussing to incineration and secure formatting. Don't let your old devices become a security risk. Watch now and learn how to destroy data like a pro. Data destruction. For security reasons, it is sometimes necessary to destroy data or even destroy its physical medium. Indeed, ill-intentioned people could retrieve information from the garbage, which we have seen under the name of dumpster diving, and then use it to carry out attacks on the system, or use this information to usurp the identity of a member of the company, for example. Crusher. The best way to permanently destroy the information would be to completely shred the storage media. I'm not talking about a paper shredder, but a real industrial shredder. It will be impossible to recover the data after a passage in this machine, even with all the will in the world. But unfortunately, this type of machine is not accessible to everyone. Drill and hammer. Another technique would be to use drills or hammers to damage the stand to the point where it can no longer be used. Yes, no mercy for these records. To be effective, you have to attack the trays directly, because they are the ones that contain the information. Note that if you decide to drill them, really determined individuals could still recover some data, so don't hesitate to hit the boards with a hammer to twist the boards. Degaussage. After so much violence, using a degausseur will feel much gentler. As you know, the data stored on hard drives is in magnetic form, and a degausseur is a device that suppresses magnetic fields. It is also called a degausseur. The disk is exposed to a very strong magnetic field for a period of 1 to 30 minutes, and the data stored on this disk disappears. Incineration. And finally, the last possible method is to burn everything. Be careful, however. Burning a hard drive, for example, will not necessarily be effective without using incineration equipment dedicated to this use. Indeed, the hard drive platters are made of aluminum, glass, and ceramic substrate, and you have to go up to high temperatures to be able to damage them permanently. The SSDs burn well. Certificate of destruction. As you can see, to physically destroy a disk, unless you have the required destruction equipment, you will have to wet your shirt. This is why there are services dedicated to the destruction of physical media. After your data has been destroyed, you will be given a certificate that attests that your physical media has been destroyed. Recycle or reuse media. Of course, as exhilarating as it can be to destroy records, it can also be interesting to reuse them, especially if they are in good condition. To erase the contents of a disk, the best method is probably formatting. Be careful, because the formatting you are used to doing is probably a quick format. A hard drive does indeed contain our data and files, but to know where the data is on the drive, part of the storage is dedicated to what is called an index. This index is the list of files that are on the disk and where they are physically located on that disk. Well, during a quick disk format or standard format, only this index is deleted. As the data is no longer referenced, the new files will overlap the old ones. But it also means that with the right software, one can recover this data, so it is not an effective way to erase the data. A low-level format sets all the bits of the disk to 0 one by one. Of course, this takes much longer, and on current multi-terabyte disks, it can take several hours. It is a solution that is considered effective for erasing data. It seems that the NSA or whatever security organization has the means to recover data after several low-level formattings. But honestly, unless you work for international criminal organizations, or you work with secret defense information, you don't have to worry too much. A drive wipe is an operation that aims to directly delete all files one by one, and this can be done manually or by using dedicated software. As we have seen, a quick format does not actually delete the files from the disk, but just referencing them. Well, there is also software that allows you to cover these dereferenced files using random values. Software such as CCleaner has features that allow you to erase and recover data using multiple levels of efficiency by erasing data only on free space or on the entire disk and performing 1 pass, 3 passes, 7 passes, or 35 passes.